there. Yeah, you do. Stop playing. Yeah, you can that. And right there.
Y'all can address that, then stop looking for black people to be out there for y'all. Y'all are not black. Latinos, specifically Mexicans, Cubans, y'all are not black. You don't have the right to say that word. You do not come from a lineage of bondage. You do not come from a place where you were sold. Okay, you are not black. No matter how much you try to be a thug, you are not black. No matter how many times you hang around black people, you are not black. And if you are not an African American, a descendant from slavery, that word should never come out of your mouth. This is why most black people are not out there, on top of them being tired because we said we told you so.
I just saw the video of the protester calling the cop the N-word, and that's why I can't be at that protest. That is why I can't be at that protest. You guys are in my comments right now trying to say I'm selfish, and it's like a dangerous way of thinking, because I made a video saying that I understand why black people don't want to fight alongside you and protest with you, because if you call somebody the N-word and we call you out for it, you guys are going to get angry, and you guys are going to invalidate it and tell us to shut up because there's bigger stuff to worry about. How are you protesting oppression? You are protesting your oppression, getting caught on video, calling black people slurs.
Hey my people, Gracie here once again, welcoming you back to the channel. I hope that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you are doing all right and God has protected you and preserved you very well. And yes, I do appreciate you that continuously give support to me on here. Those of you that are generous, that give me super thanks and super chats, thank you so much. Big shout out to my members as well. Yalla, so highly appreciated as well for supporting exclusively always through the membership program. Thank you so very much. We do as usual have another interesting episode. We have a community that is so unbelievable, my people, on here. Yes, it's so unbelievable. Yeah, I'm talking about the Hispanic, Latinos, Mexicans. These people, they have been on the backs and on the necks of black people, telling them, come out, show up. Why aren't you showing any level of sympathy with what we are going through? We were in solidarity with you and Black Lives Matter and all of that. And guys, you are not going to believe the clips that I came across on the internet during this very period. I'm not talking about in the past, guys. Yes. Yes, Latino people calling black cops the N-word. Mexican people saying that the violence and the protesting, how violent these riots are happening and the looting and everything that is being vandalized, that black people are the one that is doing it. Man, even when black people are not part of this, you find a way. Like, guys, this is evidence of betrayal that black people continuously talk about. If these were not captured, they would deny that they do this. Watch all of this with me. Come back and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. And let me know what you think.
You gonna cover, nigga? I'm finished, nigga. You go right there. Yeah, you do, nigga. Stop playing. Yeah, you can that. And right there.
Y'all can address that, then stop looking for black people to be out there for y'all. Y'all are not black. Latinos, specifically Mexicans, Cubans, y'all are not black. You don't have the right to say that word. You do not come from a lineage of bondage. You do not come from a place where you were sold. Okay, you are not black. No matter how much you try to be a thug, you are not black. No matter how many times you hang around black people, you are not black. And if you are not an African American, a descendant from slavery, that word should never come out of your mouth. This is why most black people are not out there, on top of them being tired because we said we told you so. This is one of the reasons why we don't feel aligned with y'all, because of things like this. And it's not just them, because they learned it from somewhere. And I don't want to hear the excuse it's a product of their environment, because baby, I grew up around Latinos, okay? I grew up around them, and none of them would ever use the N-word in front of me. And yes, I grew up in Houston. So don't bring the Texas shit in there either, because that's BS. They would get checked. And I do mean by the chin. Until y'all can address that shit, don't say nothing to black people. Fix your house first before you go outside.
So this video demonstrates why black folks need to stay their black out of this situation. So you said that you have spoken to the law enforcement officials that you work with in your district on the ground. The LA County Sheriff's Department did describe the protest in Paramount last night as the situation escalated. The crowd of protesters became increasingly agitated, throwing objects and exhibiting violent behavior toward federal agents and deputy sheriffs. What is your message to people who are getting violent?
It's don't get violent. Those are not the people that are coming out to protest immigration. What we've seen, let me tell you.
What are violent people doing?
Okay, so last night when I talked to the sheriff, he had told me the situation in Paramount was under control, that the people that were peacefully protest have left. The situation was now across the street into the Compton area, and this was the unruly folks, that Saturday night crowd. The people that were there to actually protest immigration were gone. We agree that if you're being violent, you should be arrested, you should be prosecuted. There is no disagreement on that. I think that's an effort that we can all say. But this is not what's happening. We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests, people that are there to protest. The president is sending the National Guard because he doesn't like the scenes. He doesn't like the scenes of people peacefully protesting. And we know that California law enforcement, local law enforcement, they're there to protect the public. They're there to protect and have public safety. And that's what they're there to do. Now, when people turn on law enforcement is when you get that response.
So there are 3 points. Number one, she gave and left the perception that the peaceful protesters had left. But it wasn't until the people from, you guessed it, Compton came in that it got riotous and violent and looting happened. So number one, she said that it wasn't until Compton, the folks from Compton came in. Number two, and I think this is critically important, Compton has not been a black community for a very long time. The Hispanic community represents about 71% of Compton. Number three, and this is why I don't mess with the Democratic Party, there's always a scapegoat. And what they have always attempted to do is to scapegoat black folks. And that is critically important. In conclusion, this is exactly why black folks need to stay out of this. Black folks need to stay at home and mind their black ass.
Because who are working in my company. I'm a black man. I own a company. I hire a Latino. The Latino comes back and complains about the African Americans. Because the Latino thinks because I'm African, I don't have any relationship with the African American. The Latino comes to me and tell me that you are an immigrant. I'm an immigrant. That African American cannot work. I have Jose, I have Gonzalez, my brothers who know how to work very well. You need to fire the African Americans, and I will bring a lot of hardworking Latinos who work for your company. This is my company as a black man. My company. I was a contractor at Quantico Marine Base in Virginia. A contractor for General Electrics. And the Latino workers that are hired, they are snitching on the African American workers that are hired for me to fire the African Americans so they can bring Latinos to take their place. Because white Americans have been living with African Americans even from the day when our ancestors came from Africa as enslaved people. White Americans will work with African Americans who want to work. Latinos will not work with African Americans who want to work. There's a difference. There's a difference. White Americans will work with African Americans who want to work. But Latinos will not work with African Americans who want to work. Latinos only work with Latino. So if you ask me, I can tell you that from my own personal self, that Latinos are more discriminatory and racist towards African Americans than even you.
Wait a goddamn minute, man. This Mexican lady just got on the news and said that the people that are rioting and stealing are black people that came to help the protesters. Watch CNN, they saying that it's not the peaceful Latino protesters, that it's the blacks that came to protest with them. We ain't out there with y'all. Them is Mexicans with masks on. We see y'all arms, we see y'all necks, and we see y'all face color. Like y'all is not hiding from nobody. Them is Mexicans. And I'm going to continue to say this. Black people, stay the fuck out the way, because this is what the fuck is happening. Now we to blame for the riots and the looting. It's us now. We ain't even out there.
Meanwhile, they are saying it's black people that are doing all of this. But look at the demographic. Look at their hands. To show you who is looting. They said, watch us protest without looting any store. Okay. We're watching.
This is one reason why we're minding our black ass business. For them trying to keep using that N-word, we staying out of this.
History between black Americans and Mexicans in Los Angeles, I'll extend that to Southern California, is not a good history. Mexicans went on an erasure campaign, erasing black people out of their communities for years. I could get deeper in detail. There's history out there. Check this video out.
In other words, he's a minority like me, so I can't speak up against him. If this was white folks committing these lynchings to us in South Central, what's going on? There would be an outrage in this country. We have had firebombs thrown through windows. We have had people's cars burned in the driveway because they happened to move into the wrong communities. We had a lady who moved to East LA, came to the state from the South, not knowing what East LA was. It was an all-Hispanic community. She wasn't there one day. We had another man who was burned out of his house in Torrance last year. We had 5 murders in Hawaiian Gardens just because the people were black. This would not be tolerated if this was white on black crime. But the fact that these people come here, and it's the numbers, sir, it's the numbers. They come here in the numbers, they build up the Hispanic community, and they get this sense of power against us. And there are race riots in the schools every day in Los Angeles. It never makes the media. The black kids are being run out of the schools every day and told to go back to Africa. It never makes the media. We're having people who are being discriminated against on every avenue of society.
I just saw the video of the protester calling the cop the N-word, and that's why I can't be at that protest. That is why I can't be at that protest. You guys are in my comments right now trying to say I'm selfish, and it's like a dangerous way of thinking, because I made a video saying that I understand why black people don't want to fight alongside you and protest with you, because if you call somebody the N-word and we call you out for it, you guys are going to get angry, and you guys are going to invalidate it and tell us to shut up because there's bigger stuff to worry about. How are you protesting oppression? You are protesting oppression, getting caught on video, calling black people slurs. Yeah, so this is why I understand why they don't want to protest with you. This is why I understand why they don't want to fight alongside you. This is why we have been telling you to figure out the anti-blackness within your community if you expect us to fight with you. I'm sick of people coming in my comments telling me that I need to change my way of thinking because my mindset is so dangerous. My mindset is not dangerous. Your mindset is very dangerous for every single black person. You encouraging black people to go to protest for racist people. Go to a protest and fight alongside people who are going to call them the N-word and use slurs meant for them on people around them. Are you for real? It's just like, what the fuck want? Literally, what the fuck? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're in my comments coming at me because I'm telling you the reason black people do not want to fight alongside you is because you will not fight against the anti-blackness in your community and you refuse to acknowledge it. You will continuously tell me that my way of thinking is harmful. My way of thinking is dangerous. Your anti-blackness is dangerous. Your racism is dangerous. The fact that they are at the protest calling cops the N-word is dangerous. Why would I want to be a part of that? If I cannot go to a protest without being a part of anti-blackness and racism, I don't want to be a part of it, and I understand why other black people don't want to be there and don't want any person shit. It's like, yes, we can be by your side, we can stand for the fight, but why would we fight alongside you in a dangerous atmosphere like a protest when you guys are literally at the protest calling people slurs? You still don't understand? You still don't understand why they don't want to fight by your side?
As a black woman from the South who now lives in Arizona, the amount of non-black people or biracial kids that even ask me for permission to use the N-word because they know that it makes some people feel uncomfortable is why I tell people that I'm out here minding my black ass business, living my black ass. I do feel bad for those people who are being imported, but y'all not black. Nigga, what? Nigga, who? Nigga ain't even in the room with you. That long, it's not even probably outside. Y'all disrespectful. And people want to be black, and so being black is no longer just a trend, but important. Yeah. Again, I've been in Arizona. I had a white lady tell me that she don't feel like black people from the South have culture. I had another white boy who told me, oh, I never been with a black girl before. I hope you treat me right. Y'all don't like us. Y'all don't like us, but y'all want to be us. Y'all want to look like us, but y'all don't like us. No. I don't even come outside for that.
Okay, ever since I commented under this video, I've been getting nonstop hate, which is absolutely insane because all I did was say, please stop saying if you're not black and that no one has the responsibility or the okay to give out a pass if you're not black. I'm sorry. I 100% stand on that. I also made sure to mention that I am pro the protest. I live downtown. I'm actually like near it, so I'm witnessing a lot go down myself. With that being said, we have bigger issues. I should not be getting attacked for my stance. It's not your place to tell me that I can't be offended when I'm an African-American woman. I'm sorry. I'm getting comments that are telling me I'm not African-American, which is crazy because like, what the fuck? I'm getting told to shut up. You can guess the word that goes in between that. By people that aren't even in my community, might I add. Overall, I think we can all, as the entire world, Trump included, do better at having more empathy. It's not anyone's place to determine someone else's feelings. If I said it hurt my feelings, it hurts my feelings. I don't understand for the people that are saying, oh, it's just a word. Then you can take that same energy and like try to not say the word. You don't have to say it, right? It's just a word, right? But I think we could all, like a whole, just have like more empathy and care about people and maybe try to see other people's perspectives. Everybody has a different like ethnicity, race, background, history. Maybe taking the time to learn more about the history. A lot of people do know the origin of that and like where it came from and the background behind it and still continue to say it. That's just crazy to me. I'm also like getting a talk saying like, well, you guys say it. Am I not black? Like, it's crazy to continue too. I'm also getting people attacking me saying, well, rappers say it in their songs. Have you realized that there's clean version and then the Kids Bop version? Do you really hear them busting down the word? No. Just like people are getting kicked off of shows, Love Island, for saying the word in the past. TikTokers get canceled all the fucking time for videos repurposing of them saying the word. I'm saying repurposing. I don't know if that's the word I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying. Videos coming back of them saying the word. Do they not get canceled for that? So me saying it is not that crazy. For me to be getting bullied and attacked, death threats in my email right now, for asking politely to consider not saying it and how hurtful it could be. It's crazy. Like, everyone should just do better. And the people are coming to my account daily, commenting on our old videos, new videos. I really don't care. Do better. That's like literally all I can continue to say is just do better. It's not hard to be a good person. It's not. It's not. Especially, we're on the same fucking side. So stop attacking people in my community for no fucking reason. It makes no fucking sense.
Hey, puppies and kittens. You see that shit? You see that shit? And this is why black folks say we always in the catch-22. We damned if we do and damned if we don't. We at home, working on ourselves. Some of us, a lot of us getting prepared for what's coming. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. We minding our business, watching from afar as the world burns to cinders. And we still getting blamed for the bullshit. Imagine if we was all out there talking about no justice, no peace, and let my people go and all that other shit. This would be way, way worse. But they're going to make it worse because what we won't do, they'll make it up. And y'all see nothing wrong with that? You other communities ain't people. A damn Mexican lady got on the news, according to the video, and lied about who's down there doing what. Even in all this shit, you must still think that these white supremacists give a fuck about yours because I did it the right way. I have papers. Constitution written on paper too, and you see the tangerine tyrants pissing all over that. Oh, everybody talking about papers. Well, I wish the Native American and indigenous peoples would have thought about papers. It had kept them dirty Wasichu out of their land. That's a damn shame. We can't win for losing. We just be chilling about our own business, and the world be worried about us. We were here first, we will be here last, and y'all can, flail and fight fight against the wind all day. The higher energy, no matter what you call the author of life, ain't about to let this shit. Y'all ain't gonna get the annihilation that you hope for. Let's say that. And the more y'all press on trying to erase black folks, the more things are gonna start happening in your communities, and you might not necessarily want, and it won't be a black folks hand, it will be a karmic hand swapping their way through your shit because we don't bother no motherfucking body. We wasn't bothering any fucking body. Now here we are 400 plus years later, and you motherfuckers still at it. Ain't you tired? Fuck black fatigue. Shouldn't you have white supremacy fatigue? Even the ones who aren't part of the elbow community but think like an elbow ash committee member? This shit's a trip. That's why I ain't going to a protest. I'm not going to sing, flip, hum, or skip. Oh, man. I'm worried about my people. Period.
I'm not surprised. Go back, watch the whole video. But that's some funny shit. What black folks have y'all seen lately been out here? Ain't black folks, we still out. Baby, we're on sabbatical. We're not interested. We talk about what y'all... what we want to do is go out and go drinking. Or go partying. We ain't trying to riot and loot. I ain't got time for that shit. Bye. Tell you little rabbit, crazy Mexican people, y'all better do better. Because look, but just because y'all brown bitch, I mean, you know what, y'all is one of us. And you can't blame us for what the fuck y'all do. Since y'all like to be in your own little segregated groups, crazy bitches. Have a good day. These bitches crazy.
So we're being condemned for not coming outside, but then being blamed as if we came outside. Only video I've seen a black person outside is when a Hispanic woman gets shot with a rubber bullet and she goes to aid the woman, wrap up the woman's wounds, and comfort her. But yet, we're rioting and looting. We're trying to avoid martial law. We don't want to go to jail. Violence is always amped up more when we're around. You can't want our help at the same breath accuse us of crimes that we're not committing. My heart goes out to these people that are being persecuted, their families being snatched away. All of this just is ridiculous to me and uncalled for. But please leave us out of it. At this point, it's a no. Leave us alone. And that's all I have to say. Just leave us alone.
And while I'm on the subject, let me go ahead and get this up off my chest so I can finish getting ready for work. Well, when you're done with us, they're gonna come after black people. We fought for your rights. Oh, please, is any of y'all cool? When have black people ever not been the target of their destructive ways? Black people have been targeted since they genetically mutated, and you let them convince you that we're the problem. Now look at you. We have been, are now, and will always be the target. The difference is black people stay ready. We ain't got a dick ready. Fought for our freedoms? You want to talk about fighting for freedom? You think the civil rights movement was just about black people? We have a long history of fighting for everybody. Everything my ancestors gave their lives for benefited everybody. And in the space of a 3-minute fucking vote, you threw it down the drain. And we owe you? You think we owe you something? You think using white nationalist talking points and racism and gaslighting is going to get us out there in them streets with you? Nah, you cool.
Right. and this is a Hispanic woman saying this, and you're further proving my point. Black people, if you are in the LA area, stay home. Stay home. Don't put your body on the line for nobody or anything. Clearly, they don't need our help anyway. Stay home. Because if we go out and help, we'll get the blame for it.
Man, stop trying to convince these people that we need to stand together and all that. They ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. They've been betrayed so many times, bro. 1877, after federal troops pulled out of the South, bro. Betrayed. 40 acres and a mule, betrayed. You feel me? Jim Crow, betrayed. Redlining, betrayed. Every promise that this country has made to them has been a false promise. And now we need y'all to stand with us while we march. Leave them people alone. They ain't trying to hear that. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Because they know how prevalent racism is in our community. And they know how y'all talk about them when they ain't in the room. And they know that now y'all got y'all N-word wake up, didn't y'all? Y'all got that Paul Mooney N-word wake up call. And now y'all want to scream unity and solidarity. Nah, bro. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. The people that have been working together will continue to work together. The people that have empathy for your plight and your situation will continue to have empathy for your plight and situation. But don't try to convince people to come join your side. Like, oh, it's always been. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're trying to survive their damn self. They're trying to figure out how this man is about to get rid of the 13th and 14th Amendment and strip them of citizenship. What, you don't think they know what time it is? They got to deal with their own shit. I'm just saying, I see a lot of videos where people are like trying to convince, Black Americans that they need to stand side by side with Black and brown unity. But, when it's something that doesn't benefit us, we ain't screaming that shit. Yeah, get mad. Go ahead. You know I'm fucking right.
In this right here, like it has been put, there's not so much to add on, but this is the reason as to why Black people are choosing to stay away. You people, I understand the time that you guys are going through is hard. It's so sad to see you guys going through this. But you guys were talking about a group of people that will just step out to come and join you and not even be violent. And everybody else is gonna forget that other people exist in this protest. And they will round these people up. Don't you see that it's quite a bit selfish for you to have too much expectations of them to come out? Do not forget that that same man that is deploying and putting ICE out there and the National Guard and the Marines, right? He doesn't like these people. What is so hard for you to understand? That they can't really manage to step out. Not because they don't like you. Not because they don't want to stand out there for you. Because if that were it was, they wouldn't have voted for Kamala. In fact, they told you he's going to do this to you. And you told them, no, he's cleaning the country. And he is only dealing with the bad people, the criminals. And Black people told you, we ain't criminals. But he has treated us like criminals. His administration and his people have treated us like criminals. So learn from us. Don't do the same mistakes. And you didn't listen. Now you are the same community that is begging and asking for help. And you're calling Black people the N-word? This was not red bait. It was caught on camera. That's why I said if it was not caught on camera, they would deny it. The Mexican lady that came out to say that every violence that is being committed under this protest in LA, it's Black people. The evidence is right there. The African brother that gave his experience. He's literally the CEO. Okay? And your community people who are coming to him telling him to fire black Americans because they are lazy. Don't you think black people have been so kind enough to even vote in your favor? Don't you think black people have been kind enough to speak up? Because clearly you have black people that are actually speaking up, but you are very picky and choosy with what you want, the kind of service. You know, we have a saying that a beggar has no choice. You are the only beggars that have choices, that are entitled to how you want to be helped. Not saying that you shouldn't state how you need to be helped, but there are specific things you need to put into consideration. You are telling them, put your bodies on the line for us. Meanwhile, in the Black Lives Matter protests, videos were captured, like one of the brothers has expressed, of your people throwing bricks. What is your target? Why are you joining the palm-colored people to do this to black people so that you make sure they are the target? You throw stones and hide so that when they come, they are not going to ask questions because black people are there, right? Again, black people are speaking up, but this betrayal is very loud and clear. And if you don't change, if you don't do otherwise, it's going to be quite very difficult, I tell you that, for you to be helped. You have kicked them out of their communities. You've taken all the jobs that used to be done by, I'm not going to say by black people, but all Americans, right? You took them for so little. So little. Because for you, this is good enough. You can send it back home and it can still really do good, right? But you're not considerate of the people that live in this country, right? On top of it, you are smearing the reputation of black people because you think Africans don't like black people. And now this brother is like, looks at you. When you sow hate, those are the fruits that you reap. I am not trying to say that what you are getting, I wouldn't want to say that you are getting exactly what you deserve and what you sowed, but I feel like at the same time it's appropriate to say. And I think this should be a lesson to all of us, black, white, blue, black, pink, yellow, that what you sow is normally what you get. It eventually comes back. This community has fought for the rights of all the minority groups, and instead of a thank you, you're calling their people an N-word. You're accusing them of actually causing havoc in a place where they said constantly, continuously, that we are not coming. You continuously degrade, humiliate. It's disgusting, the hate. There's quite a number of you that get it. But I guess time will come for you guys to finally get it. Why black people are distancing themselves away. The betrayal is so loud. You are not even trying to hide it. Let me know what you think in the comment section about these videos. This is unbelievable. You can be serious right now, asking for help. And this is what one of yours says, not just one. And all of you, or most of them, dismiss the voices that black people are putting out there. And then they feel privileged and entitled to ask black people to specifically point out, step out, step out, step out. We want to see you being dragged by ICE. If they were dragging white women in some protests this year, if they were dragging them, what makes you feel like black people are gonna be safe? What makes you feel like black people are gonna be safe when there was this certain protest and black women were dragged and zip tied? What really makes you feel like black people are gonna be safe? Be considerate, please. When you are making demands and requests, please be considerate. Okay? Be considerate. And know that it's not as simple as you think it is. This administration is more effed up than you think it is. If it can treat your community the way it is, trust you, me, it's gonna do times 10 to the black people soon as they hit that street. And let's not forget, a lot of these people that are degrading the black community, right? And they still go ahead to ask and beg for help and be like, oh, we are in the same boat. You are not. Don't forget that. You are not. You might all be minorities. They are still Americans. And this is not to disrespect any of you, because that continent is yours technically. But your enemy is not the black people. Never been, never have. Your enemies are the people that drove your ancestors and committed quite unspeakable atrocities against yours, same as black people. So when you say you want to unite with black people, you're going to have to shed off your anti-blackness and deal with some people that are. Anywho, let me know what you think in the comment section. I think for me for today, that's it. I will see you in another amazing video. I love all of you. Stay safe. Black, Hispanic, Latino, we don't hate you. Just stay safe. Black people have said that countless times.